Hi there. Today we're going to take a look at InEvent. InEvent is cloud software that allows you to run virtual, hybrid, and in-person business-to-business events. So you can use InEvent for hosting a business summit, a virtual networking event, an in-company event, a trade show, a sales event, and a lot more. Now, I just released a review of AirMeet on my YouTube channel, and AirMeet also allows you to host virtual events and hybrid events, and I like AirMeet a lot. That being said, InEvent is basically AirMeet on steroids. There are a lot of unique features and small details that make InEvent stand out above its competition. That means that I'm going to do this video a bit different than my other videos. Instead of trying to cover every single feature that's available in InEvent, I'm going to focus on the features that make it stand out and make it unique relative to its competition. So let's head to the computer and take a look at InEvent. Now, the first thing I want to do is show you reviews of InEvent on G2 and on Capterra. That way you're getting more than just my opinion, more than just my review. So here on G2, you see that there are 109 reviews, and that overall, InEvent has 4.5 out of 5 stars, with 81% of people giving it 5 stars and 11% giving it 4 stars. Now, there are some negative reviews. That's going to happen with any platform, but overall, you see that people are very happy, very satisfied with InEvent. And you see the same thing here on Capterra. 27 reviews and 4.5 overall. And if we scroll down, you see this 4.5 is composed out of 4.3 for ease of use and 4.8 for customer service. Now, what is not included here in these particular reviews is the option to review on features. And again, that is one of the places in which InEvent really stands out. So if people here on Capterra were able to evaluate InEvent on features, then my feeling or my guess is that this 4.5 would be even higher. But as it is, 4.5 is excellent. We're seeing the same thing on both G2 and on Capterra. So here we are on the InEvent website, and before I show you some of the features of InEvent, I want to talk about my experience participating in a program that was hosted on InEvent. Now, I'll start by saying this. I have very bad internet. I have 5 megabytes of internet, and it's not fiber optic. My wife and I live in a rural area, and that's the best we can do. So with that sort of internet, I wasn't really sure at all what to expect. Well, here was my experience. This is a program that I participated in, watching people give presentations, variety of topics for about 45 minutes to 1 hour. And again, with 5 megabytes of internet, which is very slow internet nowadays. And InEvent delivered the presentations of videos smoothly. Basically no interruption in service at all during that 45 minutes to 1 hour in which I was watching these videos during the program that was being hosted on InEvent. So I was really impressed. I was actually surprised. I was expecting there to be a lot of lags, a lot of delays, not because of InEvent, but because of my slow internet. And that did not happen at all. There are probably about 100 to 200 people in this particular program. So there are people throughout the world watching this with me. And again, my experience as somebody with a very slow internet is that InEvent worked great. Now I want to give you a broad overview of the features of InEvent. Now some of these we'll be taking a look at in more detail, but I also want to make sure that I give you the big picture of what InEvent can do. So here you see virtual lobby and video conferencing, registrations, landing pages, forms, and emails, CRM, integration and data management, analytics, reports and compliance, check-in, badges, and access control. So if you have an event that is at least partially in person, this is a feature that is offered by InEvent. And also here for in-person events, logistics, hotels, and travel plans. And if we scroll here further, we get a long list of features. And these will depend a bit on which plan you have access to, but as you see, there are a lot of features. Just keep scrolling down and scrolling down and scrolling down. Look at all those features. Again, this is one of the things that really makes InEvent stand out over its competition, is that there are a lot of features you'll not find in similar programs. Now, even though I'm not going to give you a detailed demonstration of every single feature within InEvent, I do want to give you a general overview of the back end. So that way you can see that InEvent has all the features that you would need for your virtual events. So let's first take a look at the Event tab. So if I click there, right now we're in the Summary tab under Event. Here I can edit the details for my event. Here I can set up my sponsors, I can set up my speakers, set up my virtual lobby, set up my attendee center, which is what the attendees will see about themselves when they enter the event. And here I have the content. So I can add news feed, I can add files, I can add feedback forms, and I can add a photo gallery. Next up under Agenda, here you have activities where you can set up your different lectures, your panels, your sessions, etc. Then you can manage questions, comments, feedback, polling, and places that are related to each of those activities. Then here under People, you have your attendees, your invitees, waitlist if you have those set up, and here you have custom lists of people, and finally here you can manage your leads. Next under Marketing, you have your landing pages, you have registrations, pipelines, tickets, registration forms, and custom forms. Communication, lots of different ways to communicate with people, so surveys, a lot of different email options, push messages, SMS sender. Here under Tickets, you have things like tickets, coupons, and payments. Interaction, you have options to gamify your event. And then Sharing, this gives you the options for encouraging people to use the app version of an event. So here under Analytics, you have a lot of options for different analytics and reports. So virtual library reports, email analytics, link tracking, etc. So again, here you get a lot of analytic information and a lot of different types of reports that you can create with an event. And then under Settings, you have options such as Tools, where you'll see a long list of tools that are available for an event, and then you can see which ones are activated or deactivated for your particular event, and then toggle them on or off. With tabs, you can set up different tabs for the mobile version of an event. You can set up tags for your event. The Event Market is a list of certified partners certified by an event that can help you with your event. Here you have link tracking, and then finally integrations. So now I want to give you an overview of the virtual lobby of an event for attendees. So I'm going to play this video. I'm not going to play the full thing. I'm going to skip through parts of it. But if you want, you can find the full video on the InEvent YouTube channel. So let me go ahead and hit play. So that gives you an overview of what you can do in the virtual lobby of an event. As you see, there are a lot of features here, a lot of interactive features, so that your participants in your event can connect with other people. So that gives you a very broad overview of the dashboard and the features that are available within an event. Now, some of these I will be looking at in more detail. As I said, some of these for me make an event really stand out over the competition, but I want to make sure that you also had the big picture of the features that are available within an event. So now let's start talking about the different ways in which an event stands out above its competition. And one of the main ways they stand out is through providing excellent customer service. And we saw that in the reviews on Capterra, where they had an overall rating of 4.8 out of 5. And we've all had that issue. We've all had that problem where we're using a software, we run into a problem, we contact customer support, and we wait and wait and wait for an answer. With InEvent, you do not have that problem because they provide 24 hours a day, 7 days a week customer support. And they do it in 5 different languages: English, French, German, Spanish, and Portuguese. So when you need help, you can contact them and you can be assured that you will get the help that you need. You have this chat button right there within the dashboard. You click on that and you start the conversation. And if you're wondering, yes, I have tried this, and yes, I did get immediate help from somebody at InEvent. Another way that InEvent stands out above its competition is through its various accessibility options. So right here you see transcription speech, audio text live made accessible. So what does that mean? Let's scroll down here and take a look. So you can automatically translate your live streaming audio content to text-based communication on the platform. The automated artificial intelligence from InEvent will recognize and transcribe the speaker's audio to text in a compatible reader form. And the content can also be made available in multiple languages. So this really opens up your event to a global audience. So you might have your speaker speaking in one language, but people elsewhere who don't speak that language can still participate in your event. Now, if you want to go even further, you can set up audio interpretation channels. So in this case, you would have somebody who would be translating the session live from whatever language is being spoken in into another language. And you can set up, as it says here, multiple language audio channels. So you can have it translated, again, from whatever language is being spoken to into various languages. Again, depending on how many translators you have available and what languages they can translate from and to. But this is another feature in InEvent that extends the accessibility of the platform and makes your event more accessible. But you see here, it's not just the live speakers who can be translated. It's a whole website, the agendas, and a lot more that can be translated, as it says here, into an unlimited number of languages. It says translations are recognized based on a language set in the user's browser or device. If a matching translation has been set up on the InEvent platform, this translation will show. So again, you see here that InEvent is really focused on making your events accessible to people throughout the world, regardless of what language is best for them. Finally, InEvent gives you the option to set up a sign language channel for your sessions. And this, again, obviously broadens the reach of your events and makes them more accessible. And the event that I attended a week ago, they did indeed use this feature. And so I was able to see the woman who was doing the sign language translation side by side with the person who was talking. Now, I personally don't read sign language, but I'm sure that this was a huge help for anyone who does rely on that as a principal method of communication. The marketing features of InEvent are another way in which they stand out above their competition. And while there are a variety of different marketing features within InEvent, I want to highlight 2 features in particular. One are their landing page templates, and the other are the email marketing features. So let's start by taking a look at the website landing page templates that are available within InEvent. So you see here, I'm going to scroll down. There are 24 different templates that you can use for your landing page for your event. And then after you've selected the template that you want to use for your particular event, you can come over here on the left-hand side and edit the template so it looks the way you want. So you can add different sections. You can add a section for speakers, for different activities, for registration information. Of course, you can move those around so you can put them in the order that you want them to be in. You can add a header, so the header will go across the top and then will link to the other sections on your landing page. You can change the font style here. You have options like enable countdown, enable speaker categories, sponsor categories, etc. You can add registration labels, registration link, change colors, and add a Google Analytics ID and a Facebook Pixel ID. And then you can also tweak it so that it looks nice on both mobile as well as a full-size laptop or computer. So that is one of the marketing features in InEvent, is that you can create a landing page for your event right within InEvent. You don't need third-party software to do that. So let's take a quick look at the email marketing features that are available within InEvent. So you see here I have these default emails that were created when I created this particular event. So you get an admission email, a rejection email, a confirmation email, and a ticket invite email. And you can toggle these on or off depending on whether or not they fit for your particular event. And then you can come over here and click on this in order to open the email editor. So let me go ahead and do that. I'll click right there. And here's the email editor. And you see that you have a lot of different elements here. These are blocks that you can drag and drop into your email. So under typography, you have page header, heading, paragraph, and a lot more. Here under media, you have different options for adding images. Layout allows you to add dividers. A lot of different options for buttons. Here you have some social options. And finally, some options for your footer. And you obviously drag and drop these blocks over here, and then you can move them around and configure the email to make it look the way that you want it to look. And you can also add in tags that will pull in other information that you don't have to obviously type it out for each single person. This way you can send out blast emails, and it will pull in from these tags the relevant information for your particular event. Now, if you want to send out emails that go beyond these system generated emails, you just click here on new email, and then pick one of these templates, which could be a little darker. They're hard to see. I will click on that one right there. Actually, I have to give it a name as well. We'll just call it trial email, and then click on create. And you're going to have these same blocks that we saw before that you can add into the email. But what I want to show you here is if you click here on target, you can then select who this goes out to. So you have the option of either all attendees or all invited, and then you have all these conditions right here. So, let's say you want to send out emails to only people whose badge was not printed. Well, you can do that. Or people who declined an RSVP, or people who downloaded the app, etc. You can get really granular here. And of course, this will all be connected to the InEvent system. So again, you have this powerful email marketing system within InEvent that links to other things, other features of InEvent, so you can decide exactly who you want to send your emails to. The final thing here that I want to show you about the email marketing is that you also get detailed analytics on your emails. Now, I'm not going to go into detail here about that particular feature because I'm going to cover all the analytics features that are available within InEvent in a moment. So let's take a quick look at the analytic and reporting information that is available within InEvent, because this is another way in which InEvent stands out above its competition. And as you see up here at the top, I have 7 different tabs open on my computer because there's a lot of analytic and reporting information that is available. So we're just going to cover each of these briefly. So let's start here with the live analytics. So let's first take a look at the live analytics. So it says here you can track various types of information and controls in real time. This feature presents a variety of information that you can carry out your decision making and process improvement. Now, there's a lot of live analytic information that is available in the dashboard within InEvent. So I'm not going to be able to cover all these features in detail. So I'll just scroll down here and you can take a quick look to see what some of the things are available in terms of live analytic information. As you're seeing here, there is a lot of live analytical information. Again, this is one of the things that really makes InEvent stand out over its competition. So under virtual live reports, as you see here, you'll be able to see how many of your sessions were viewed, who viewed them, and for how long. And if I scroll down here, you'll see a bit more information here in terms of what you'll receive. Again, as you're seeing here, there's a lot of data and a lot of information that is available on your virtual lobbies. Here under email analytics, it says you'll be able to check how many emails have been sent out, the delivery rate, the open rate, and the bounce rate. So again, I'll just scroll down here so you can see what this looks like. So again, you're seeing that you can get detailed information about the emails that you send out via the InEvent email marketing system. Under attendee reports, you can create reports about the actual attendees of your events. So you get general stats, but then you can come down here and you can also see specific information about particular attendees. You can also create check log reports. It says here you can create a report containing the check-in and check-out times and dates of your attendees. You can also get an Excel sheet report and visual graph showing bar charts of the number of attendees checked in per activity and a timeline with the check-in times. And again, I'm just going to scroll down here so you can see in a little bit more detail what you can get with the check log report feature. With audit reports, it says here it allows you to see a timeline of data changes that have been made in your company's account. It says it's a good tool to examine what activities occurred on the system and is typically used for diagnostic performance and error correction. So again, if this is a type of report that you need, you can pull this from the InEvent system. So, and finally, and perhaps most importantly, you can create custom reports. So if some of these default types of reports that I've already shown you, if those aren't what you're looking for, you also have the ability within InEvent to create custom reports. So again, I'm just going to scroll down here and you can take a quick look at what is available in terms of custom reports. So now I want to give you a broad overview of some of the other features that are available in InEvent. So let's start with integrations. So here's Marketo, Salesforce, Zapier, which allows you to connect with over 1,500 other platforms, Google Analytics, PayPal Partner, HubSpot, Stripe, Wirecard, Microsoft Dynamics, SAP Cloud Platform, and Intercom. And here you see that you can also connect using their documented API, webhooks, and SDKs. So let's take a look at the mobile app platform for InEvent. So here you see that they have a mobile app for both Android and iOS. If I scroll down, here you see they are downloadable for free within the app stores. Now if I come over here so you can take a look at what sort of features your participants will have if they use a mobile app, what you're going to see is they're going to get a full InEvent experience. So I scroll down here, you see agenda, notifications, speakers, files, event map, social network integration, smart search, native chat, colorful tags, business meetings. I can keep going. Surveys, questions, polls, forums, etc. So you're seeing here that your participants who use a mobile app are going to get a full experience. And the best thing is if I scroll all the way down here to the bottom, you can customize the mobile app for your participants. As it says here, create and personalize your event mobile app with the tabs you need, order and label them as you wish, create a unique layout powered for your experiences, securely accessing it at any moment. Add in external links and applications so attendees can browse without leaving the event app. The final thing that I want to show you is that if you have any sort of in-person component to your event, you can use InEvent to coordinate the logistics of your event. So here you see that you can manage the itinerary for your attendees. So it says you can book and manage the details of the whole 360-degree cycle of your attendees' journey. Coming down here, you have a mobile pass that says your customizable secure pass allows attendees to keep all information they need regarding flights, ground transportation, hotels, etc. under their own smartphone in a secure and reliable format. Down here, you have a room list. So guests can choose the rooms from a set of available rooms, or they can select their roommate. Rooms can be selected from different categories, etc. Coming down here, luggage control. So together with InEvent Pass, you can easily support all your guests' luggage during their check-in and check-out operations. And finally here, for ground transportation, attendees may receive details on ground transportation when venues are located in crowded neighborhoods. So you see here that you can fully manage the logistics of the in-person aspect of your event via InEvent. And then finally, you can manage the in-person aspects of your event via InEvent using their Event Pass and check-in features. So here you see that you can create and design badges for your attendees. You can use up to 30 options for the layout. You can create secure passes that allow your attendees to check in and check out across venues. You have a self-service kiosk that allows your attendees to quickly check in less than 3 seconds. You can print your badges. You can create NFC bands that says the bands can be worn 24 hours a day, requiring no maintenance, no battery renewal, and no bath removal. You can have live reports, so you have real statistics from the event as soon as the attendees start the registration. You have access control, so it says security personnel can quickly scan QR codes or email credentials. And finally, data collectors. So it says sponsors can easily capture relevant information from attendees with their mobile lead collector. And then finally, you can manage the in-person aspects of your event via InEvent using their Event Pass and check-in features. Now let's talk about data and security. And what I think you're going to see is that InEvent takes your data privacy, they take data security very seriously. So first of all, you see here the compliant with AICPA Service Organization Control Reports. They're compliant with payment card industry data security standards. They follow web content accessibility guidelines. And they're Privacy Shield certified for both the EU-US and Swiss-US. And then if we come down here, you see they have both American and European servers. And they follow data processing agreements and standard contractual clauses with each of their sub-processors. So that ensures that each sub-processor is operating in compliance with GDPR. And then coming down here, you see information about data management. Now, I'm not going to read through every single one of these, but you see that they have a lot of different policies, security policies that they've implemented to, again, make sure that your data is secure and that the data for your company, as well as the attendees of your event, is private. And then here they talk about how the software can be customized to fit your organization's profile in order to limit access to external threats, accelerate deployment speed, and increase brand awareness. And finally, down here at the very bottom, you see all their certificates and policies. So again, you can see that InEvent is a company that takes data security and data privacy very seriously. So if you like what I've shown you about InEvent and you're thinking this is a tool that you might want to use in your business, you might be wondering, what is the next step? With InEvent, there are a couple of options. The first option is to sign up for a free trial of either the basic plan or the express plan. It's a 30-day trial and you do not have to enter your credit card information in order to sign up for the trial. So that is the first option. The second option is to book a call with the sales team. And by the way, I'm still on the pricing page. So this is the same page where you sign up for the free demo of InEvent. And you see here that there are a lot of different options in terms of days and time of the day in which you can talk to the sales team of InEvent. Of course, you can also do both. You can sign up for the free demo and you can book a call with the sales team. The one thing that you cannot do is you cannot buy InEvent directly from their website. You have to go through a sales call before you can buy and start using InEvent. I see that as a positive. It shows to me that they want to answer your questions and make sure that you're comfortable with the software before you make a financial commitment to buying InEvent. So those are your options in terms of next steps if you're interested in using InEvent in your business. I want to end my review of InEvent by telling you this. I've looked at other platforms for hosting virtual and in-person events. So I've looked at Hopin, I've looked at AirMeet, and I've looked at Remo. And from what I've seen, InEvent is by far the most feature-rich of any of these platforms. And remember, it's also backed by 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, live chat support that's available in 5 different languages. So if you're looking for a platform to host events for your business, then InEvent is a platform that I can absolutely recommend. And there will be a link down in the video description below that will take you directly to the InEvent homepage so you can start exploring InEvent on your own. So that's it. I hope you have a great day and I hope to see you on the next video. Bye.